Hello, I'm Mark from Zebra BI and welcome to the Zebra BI for Power BI product update. This release introduces two significant enhancements to our Zebra BI tables visual, namely fully customizable dynamic column headers and a further improvement to the row calculations from the model. Allow me to show them to you. By popular demand, we're introducing fully customizable and modular dynamic column headers. This feature allows users to dynamically update table column headers by directly referencing measures in the label text. This functionality mirrors the ease of use found in our dynamic titles, including autocomplete for measures. Let me show you how it works. To be able to dynamically reference our fields that we want to use in our titles and now extend it to dynamic column headers, we first need to add those fields into the filters placeholder. We do this by simply drag and dropping those fields, for instance, the business unit and our report type. Now this will create an implicit measure, so the filters placeholder will always take in a measure, right? And this will come in handy later when I explain how to basically reference the measures and have precise control over what is displayed in both the titles and the column headers. Now, if we want to now reference the measures, we simply go into the title and we can write it in, right? So whatever we simply here write, we also get auto select, so we can create a selection for that particular business unit and hit enter. Now, if I change the slicer selection here, it will also be referenced in the title. Now, the reason why we might want to avoid just drag and dropping the fields and create explicit measures is if I now do multi-selection here, it will just simply return the first selected unit because that's the implicit measure that gets created, right? So, for instance, a better way would be to, instead of using this, right, I would add my own measure that's controlled through the selection. Now, first of all, this can be a simple measure like this, right? So this will still only return the selected value if only one business unit is selected. Now, for multi-selection, you can write a bit more of a complex text, which basically is written here. So instead of just the selected value, in this case, we would string all the or list all the connected values and separate them with a comma and space. And this part will simply check if we have a selection. It will display all the selected business units. If nothing is selected, it will just give us the placeholder text for all business units. So if we use now this here, right, selected business units, it will now string all the values. So for the multiple selection. And if nothing is selected, so if I deselect all, it will just give me the placeholder text. And you can make this as complex or as simple as you like. Now, this functionality has finally been extended to the column headers. Now, this means I can now give more precise information with more clarity to the end users. So, for instance, here we would drop in, for instance, the selected years. But for prior year, I can simply use the selected value for the year -1. Right? So this will always dynamically return the prior year value. So I simply drop this into the placeholder here, and now I can reference it. For actuals, we simply go in here in the drop down, and we can replace the AC or just keep it in. So we can combine both texts, right? So I can add selected years, AC for March. In this case, I would choose the month and the selected year. Okay, hit enter, and now I have it here. And for the prior year, I can reference it here, right? So I go in, just write in prior year, and now this will be dynamically referenced depending on my selection, right? And you can do the same for all columns, right? So I can easily just change this also for the PY and PY% selection. Since we added this to the measure columns, we can also do the same in the group columns. So even when we are adding dimensions in this case, right, if we want to explicitly clarify and make it more visible what we're referencing in each and every group, we can do this here, right? So now I can also use the same functionality for that specific month, for the selected years. And again, this will be now dynamically defined depending on my selection of filter slicers and so on. So this can also be very, very powerful when we're exchanging different scenarios and plans. For instance, so you have full flexibility and precise controls over what you display in each of the column values. Users can now combine static text with dynamic measures to create descriptive and context-aware column headers. By displaying active measure names or their values directly in the column headers, reports become clearer and less prone to misinterpretation. Now, looking ahead, this powerful capability will also be extended to Zebra BI charts, where it will be introduced as dynamic legends for charts, allowing for the same level of dynamic customization and clarity in display. We are further enhancing the row-level calculations feature in Zebra BI tables to support multiple calculations for a single row directly from the data model. This addresses a key customer request for even more advanced and streamlined reporting. Allow me to demonstrate. As you know, in the Zebra BI tables visual, you can define custom row calculations. So if you right-click on the row, you can actually invert, skip, or make it a result row. Now, we've recently added the ability to completely streamline this and make your income statements and balance sheets and cash flows calculate all those calculations across the entire report and all the visuals. You simply add another field to your accounts hierarchy called category class. And then you add this into the special placeholder for category class. So we drag and drop this field and voila, now all the calculations are actually applied and you can check which calculations are applied. Now previously and up until now, you could only define one calculation per row. Now we've extended this to combine all the possible options for all the possible rows. And as you can see, with just a quick drag and drop, you have an instant cash flow, balance sheet, and income statement because all the calculations are defined universally on the model side. Let me show you how to actually structure this. So let me bring up the Excel sheet, and here's the simple logic, right? So wherever you need an inversion, you add a minus. When you need a result, you add an equal sign. And if you need to skip, you simply add a slash, right? Any other fields will be disregarded, so nothing will be happened. And you can even combine these strings within the same columns. Now, this now means that you can create any combination of this. So for instance, here, I want to include in the cash flow maybe 2 additional fields, but I don't want them to be included in the calculations, right? I don't want them to be neither the addition, but I want them to be displayed as a result, but then skipped, right? For instance, cash beginning of period and cash end of period. So I can define in this Excel sheet exactly that. So I just want to first of all skip them, but then also make them the result. And I can even write in anything like ABC and skip and make it a result. So skip result, just as long as I include this character and this character, all of this will be disregarded. So the cleanup will be done. Even the order doesn't matter anymore. Just make sure that if you start with an equal sign, just add this. So it doesn't mark it as a formula in itself. Once I do this, I can simply save the file and close it, of course. And now when I refresh the accounts here, it should apply the calculations. Wait for a second, and there we go. Both the calculations are applied, and I can even check this. If I right-click, you will see that it works perfectly. This improvement simplifies the data model and the report creation process for our advanced users, and the order and placement of these calculation characters within the strings are flexible, making it even easier to implement. Now, by defining the calculation logic in the data model, we empower it as the single source of truth. This reduces the risk of manual setup errors across different reports and visuals, and it also eliminates the need for repetitive configuration of calculations in each visual, significantly streamlining the process of building and maintaining the report. That's it for this product update. For the complete documentation and list of changes, visit our knowledge base and changelog. There you will also find the latest improvements for Zebra BI charts and cards. Links are in the description. Thank you for watching and see you in the next one.